Hi, everybody. Jesse, thanks for that great demonstration. I'm John Mandyck, the CEO of Urban Green, and I'm coming to you live from Urban Green's studio, 55 Broad Street in Lower Manhattan. I just want to raise a toast to all of you, thanks to Jesse's great work, and say thank you for all of your support this year that has enabled us to deliver a record year by all accounts. Even in this most unprecedented year. And I just want to share with you a few highlights here on this page. So first is Crushing the Code. This is our brand new energy code training that we started just this year for the new energy code, not only in New York City, but we're conducting this across New York State. And I have to tell you, year to date, we've trained 2,700 people on the new code in 120 classes. All online, which was not expected, but we pivoted quickly in March. And this has set a new record for us. We're up to a great start with Energy Code. In April, we launched Urban Green Live. This is our online video podcast series where we bring experts to you to answer your questions on the big issues of the day. We've had 6 episodes so far with people like Pat Foy, the CEO and chairman of the MTA. To talk to us about how New York opens safely and sustainably. Where people like Dr. Joe Allen from Harvard, who was actually on the program twice, he's become the leading global voice on buildings and the coronavirus from the public health perspective. We've got a lot more planned for Urban Green Live, so stay tuned for those. Then in June, we held our annual conference, Unlocking the Grid. This was our largest conference ever with nearly 400 people. Online in a virtual format, where we did a deep dive into the future of the grid for New York City. And that's so important because the future of the grid is now directly linked to the future of buildings due to Local Law 97. In April, our research group released a major report called Going Electric that sets 9 steps to put multifamily buildings on path to electrification in New York City. And this was the culmination of a year-long convening with 40 experts on this topic. In June, we released our trading report. This is about how carbon trading could work as a breakthrough new city-level policy tool for climate change. We, again, culmination of a global convening on this issue that we did, where we identified 11 big program design questions that need answers for carbon trading to work for buildings in any city. And then we detailed 59 policy options for how cities can get there around the world. I'm convinced this is going to be the global report of record on this issue, and we're pleased that it'll help inform the study that's undergoing right now by the mayor's office in New York City to evaluate building carbon trading in New York. And then our engagement has been up by all measures. Our website views are up 10%, which is over a record from last year. Our resource downloads are up 25%, which was off of a record from last year. And our event attendance is up almost 40%, which again is a record off of last year. So great progress. We're really proud of our work this year, and I hope you are too. Now, I want to switch gears and give you a little bit of a sneak peek of our latest research report that's coming out later this year. We now have 10 years of benchmarking data in New York City. It's really remarkable, the decade of data that we have. It's the largest benchmarking data set in the United States for buildings, and we think perhaps the world. Our research team at Urban Green has been pouring through it to look at the data and to uncover new trends. And I'm going to share 3 of them with you tonight and a little bit of teaser about what might be coming in our report. So the first here, as you can see, is large buildings, those defined as 50,000 square feet and up. Carbon emissions in those buildings continue to fall on the order of 21% over this decade. So you can see site energy versus total emissions on the page here, 21%. Now, here's the teaser question. How much of this is due to energy efficiency versus a greener grid? Now, we know the answer, but I'm not going to tell you tonight because you're going to see it in the report when it comes out later this year. By the way, just this week, New York City was ranked first, #1 out of 100 US cities for energy efficiency and clean energy. And it's no wonder why when you look at data like that. Now, the second trend that we found is related to mid-sized buildings. So these are buildings 25,000 square feet to 50,000 square feet. Their data was, a mid-sized building started reporting data in 2017, and we have a really interesting trend that I want to show you here. What we found is that mid-sized buildings have a higher carbon intensity than the larger buildings over 50,000 square feet. In fact, if you break it down along the Local Law 97 framework, 16% of large multifamily properties, those 50,000 and above, we believe are over the 2024 carbon cap. But 30% of those mid-size multifamily properties are over, reflecting that carbon intensity. Now, the teaser question is, how can we train and educate this sector of the market, the mid-size building sector, to prepare for the local law carbon caps coming up? Stay tuned for our answer on that. And then finally, the building energy efficiency grades are here. Just last week, went into effect October 1st. And as you can see here, offices did very, very well. Nearly half of the commercial offices in New York City will get an A or B. So congratulations to all the people that have done all the hard work to make that possible. Now, here's the teaser, and there's actually two. What do the other sectors look like? Hotels, multifamily, for example. And what factors would push A or B buildings above the Local Law 97 limits? We've got answers for those. Stay tuned for the report to learn more. So thank you again for making our work possible. I promise we have a lot more in store with the best staff going. So we're really excited to move our mission in New York and to make a difference. And thanks to all of you, we can do that together.